So good morning everyone and welcome to Rise and Shine Yoga. My name is Alex. It's an honor to be here. We're starting in the Cobbler position today as we get ourselves in a good way, good for our knees, good for our hips, good for our hearts. So just rocking side to side, starting to bring yourself into a more forward position. And as you rock yourself side to side, start to lean forward, leaning forward as we rock side to side. And just find a nice wide open leg. We're gonna do the opposite in just a second, a more shorter stance. But in Cobbler, we're gonna keep it nice and wide. Then we're gonna bring the forehead or the top of the head all the way to the ground. Right, so from the side, you can see the lower back. And as we walk out, nice wider stance, we start to bend and we start to drop chin. Just allow everything to flow downward. A wide leg cobbler pose. Deep breath in. Deeper breath out. Just inhale nice and deeply through the nasal passage. Feel the breath at the top of the breath. So suspend the breath, hold the breath at the top, and then exhale through the mouth or the nose, whichever you prefer. All I ask is that you push it all the way out. And that's what's critical. Pushing that breath all the way out, relaxing the head, relaxing the shoulders downward. As you breathe all the way in, all the way out, you're gonna feel those long, deep, peaceful breaths all the way through the body. Guiding the crown of the head down for 5. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Coming up slowly, slowly. It's a little bit more forward than usual because we took a wider stance. Come a little bit more forward. Good. Bringing yourself a little bit more forward. Walk those feet a little bit closer to the tailbone or into a normal stance where you would take Cobbler or a little bit more narrow. Good. Once there, same thing. But don't pull. Just relax your arms out to the side. Relax your head and guide your forehead, your top of the head, your crown towards the floor, towards the feet, nice and slowly. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. Beautiful. 5, all the way in. A little bit narrower stance gives different sensations. 4. 'Feel it all the way down. Nose to toes, crown of the head all the way to the tailbone. That's 1. Bring it up nice and slowly. Beautiful. Bring your arms behind you. Stretch back. Keep your feet where they are. And start to make circles. Little tiny circles. As you make those circles, you can start to extend the legs forward if necessary. But just keep them where they are. And just move in these beautiful circles. Moving out that tailbone. Again, we're rising and reflecting. What are we rising from? Sleep. What are we reflecting on? Perhaps sleep. perhaps our waking state, perhaps our dreaming. But reflection in the yoga sense is the word awareness, being aware. Good, other direction. Right? Let's be aware of that, what that feeling is. And let's move it out of our bodies, right? There's no reason why we have to keep it, right? Remove it, release it. Let it go, let it flow. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. One more time, coming forward. Good. Now this time when you come forward, put your arms back and lean back. And now come forward, reach for the ground. Little vinyasa. Good. And when you come back, lie back, curl, tuck, right? You can all the way go to your knees, right? And then open back up and come forward. Now when you come forward and back, really try and drag those hands across the floor, right? Feel. And then see if you can drag them all the way back, sliding forward, feel. You got a whole minute here, so breathing all the way in. Right here, you're stretching all through the lumbar, and then coming back all the way out, relax down and back. Place your hands on your heart, and then again, forward. Doing great, guys, breathing all the way in, all the way out for this. Good. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. Get a really nice curl, really nice forward fold. 3. This beautiful cobbler flow. Nice strong abdomen. Core runs nose to toes, right? Stretch. Happens. Crown of the head to the tailbone. Good, and one more, and then we're gonna come back into cobbler. Just relax. And we'll take one Brahmi. Good, so find your variation of the cobbler. Come forward. We're gonna say goodbye to this sequence by giving it one strong Brahmi. Remember, when we Brahmi, we're echoing, we're amplifying the higher frequency, right? The speed of sound is increasing. It's affecting every cell, every neuron in our bodies. So all together, deep breath in, strong, long hum. The stronger, the longer, the better. Beautiful. Slowly coming back. Relax back. Fantastic. Let's take our legs out in front and start to reach towards our toes. Reach towards our toes. Nice and easy. And again, we just opened up that back. We just externally rotated the hips. And now we're just getting a little bit more center. Just starting to move center. Use your arms along your legs like a track. And then you start to reach for the outside. Then you start to reach for the tops. Right? Just feeling that whole IT band, that whole side of the legs, right? All the way back and all the way up, and just feel around for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, good, and 1. Fantastic. Now from here, we're going to lean back. So I'll show you from the side. You lean back, and then once you lean back, come forward. Same thing as before. Lean back, come forward. Again, toes are nice and curled. Lean back, come forward. Right, feel that energy flowing through the body as we just take this simple posture into Vinyasa. Right, back and forth, back and forth, back, come forward. Right, Vinyasa means flow. Right, feeling that energy flow through you, back, and then forward. Beautiful. Keep moving, keep grooving. Beautiful work. Back, forward. Stretch, 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 stretch. 10, 9. Heart forward, heart back. Don't come all the way down, right? Just hover. Use your strength. Slide, 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 slide. Feel, 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 feel. Getting a nice stretch while you strengthen. 2. Fantastic. And last one, we're gonna hold. Down we go, and as we go, place your hands on your heart, curl, and hold. Lift your legs for 10. Start to pedal them straight. 9, 8, 7, best part, we're gonna end up on the floor. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, arms out to support you. Relax down, knees into chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. Great work. Right. Now we get to relax that spine on the ground. We've done lots of nice connecting work, nose to toes, crown head to elbow. And so now lying on the ground, it's time to realign your spine. Natural chiropractor. Move your head left and right. Your shoulders get involved. Right, your hips. Right, you can explore this move 10,000 different ways. Right, this is the knees into chest. A very standard operating procedure for most classes. But for our class, right, being aware of its ever-changing form. Right? No 2 days are the same, especially when it comes to knees into chest, right? You can feel all sorts of different sensations, especially where you've come from, not just in the yoga, but also in life, right? A lot of it gets stored in the back, and this is really good for grounding. Good, fantastic. We're gonna do another sequence. Nice vinyasa, good. I'm gonna kick arms and legs up. Good, and then I'm gonna bring them in. And then once I bring them in, we're gonna kick them out. Just nice and easy. Good, then we bring them in. Beautiful, tuck, and then kick them up. And nice and easy. Nothing too crazy here, just feeling around. Relax your head. And remember, if your head isn't relaxed, take a bolster and place it under your head. Again, there's no reason why you have to stress out your neck muscles in the morning. Right? Stretch them out, yes. Stretch them out. No. Now, if you want, start reaching for toes. Right? Stretch back. Good. As the legs come up, right? Reach up towards your toes. Give them a nice little tap. And then again, bend, hold, feel, straighten. Right? Stretch. Bring it back in. Beautiful, guys. 10, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Coming back into knees, into chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. And then what we're going to do is we're going to take the left leg down and the right leg up, just like that. Give it a little squeeze. Good. And then we're going to reverse. Left leg, right leg. Push down as you pull in. Slightly different sensation. Good. We're going to make it a little bit bigger. As the left foot comes down, curl your tailbone. Curl your tailbone. Tailbone down. Tailbone curls down. And as it curls, push with the foot. When I mean push with the foot, press into that bottom foot. Notice the hip. Look how much movement is happening in the hip. Tailbone down. Tailbone tucks. Pull knee in. Lift hip, firing glute. Good. Nice and easy. 10. 9. 8. Tuck your chin. Really feel the length in your spine. 7. 6. You're getting the stretch in both directions. As the knee pops out, you're getting that nice stretch away, and then you're getting that nice stretch toward. 4. 3. And last one. 1. Good. Now from here, lower down, switch to the other side. Grab the left knee. Again, seatbelt your grip or interlace. Whichever you prefer. Press through that foot. Tuck in. Curl tailbone. And down. Good. Tuck. Curl. Down. Tuck. Curl. Down. Beautiful. Down, point tailbone down, right, as the knee comes in, press and lift, tailbone curls all the way up towards the sky, and down. Good, last one. Beautiful. Bring both knees in towards your chest. Give yourself a nice squeeze. If you have that head pillow, just remove it now. You're going to need to lie flat on the back for this one. Good. Soles of the feet to the floor. Use your elbows. Lift your hips up. Now, keeping your hips up, using your elbows, tilt your tailbone up and down in the air for 10. Right? Don't even toe tap the ground. Right? Just feel if you can float it back as far back as you can. And float it up as high as you can. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. A little bit of a stranger movement, but you feel it way higher up from the hips. Now into the heart. 3, 2. Beautiful. And 1. Beautiful. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. Let it go. Let it flow. Relax. Stretch your whole body. Ground yourself. Feel nice and round, nice and open. Right? Yoga is all about liberation. and realization. And we're liberating ourselves through our practice. We're realizing ourselves through the experience of that practice. All right, beautiful. From here, draw knees into chest. Good, fantastic. And now what we're going to do is all together, we're going to roll that tailbone down. Okay, draw knees into chest. Roll that tailbone down. Lift your hips. Bring your knees into chest. Roll down. Lift hips. Press into elbows. Right, keep yourself up high. Stretch, 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 stretch. And then the lowering down, tailbone down. Drawing your knees in towards your chest. Good, so it's a whole process. Tailbone drops, feet touch the floor. Once that happens, we curl tailbone and it lifts up. And it drops down, then we curl it up, and we bring it up to the top. Once up to the top, you can use your elbows to help lift even higher. Good, coming back down. And again, reverse it. It's all about your spine, right? That's what we're feeling here. And again, if it doesn't feel comfortable, just bring that head pillow back. Remember, we're working hips predominantly, heart predominantly. If we can get into the head today, fantastic, right? This is rise and shine, right? This is rise and reflect. This is the nature of being and breathing through that morning practice, right? Being awakened and taken by your breath. Nice and slow. Remember, once here, hold as long as you need. You got 10 more seconds in this sequence. Good, last one coming up. Lift up and hold. Lift up and hold. Reach for your ankles. Again, I still have the head pillow, but you can also release the support behind you. Right, want those elbows in, lift hips up high. Right, feel, feel, feel. Beautiful bridge pose. 10, breathing all the way in, all the way out. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Lower it down to the ground. Nice and easy. And now, don't do anything. Just small tailbone tilts. Really tiny. Little tiny ones so you can flatten the lumbar out. This is going to release a lot of our back pain. Flatten the lumbar out. Flatten the lumbar out. Good. Feel, feel, feel. Good. Feel. Let it go, let it flow. That energy move through you. Close your eyes, go inside. Explore the inner landscape of the heart. All the way down to the hips. Back up to your head. Always making sure everything's relaxed, everything's comfortable. Fantastic. Just slide side to side. And just let it flow, let it go side to side. And as you let it go, looking in opposite direction. Good, fantastic. Rolling onto left side. Let's come up slowly, nice and easy, onto our side, into a deer pose. Beautiful. So once in deer pose, relax that hip. We're on the left side now, and just roll it up. Feel all that we've done. We've done lots to extend. We've done lots to contract. We've done lots to expand. We've done lots to see and be. So now it's just time to explore. Remember, movement is medicine for the body. Stillness is medicine for our minds. This is the key ingredient. Through awareness, finding that breath, and allowing all movement to become still, to become medicine in this moment, and giving yourself that permission. All right, beautiful. From all this nice hip work, we're going to bring it into our heart. So again, twisting out through the left side, looking over left shoulder, keep moving spine forward and back. All right, keep this beautiful stretch. So not just are we twisting, we're also forward folding and backward bending. We forward fold as we go back. Right, you can also forward fold forward, but there'll be a natural proclivity to push heart forward and back bend as you go forward. So heart forward, heart back. And just feel that connection. Right? Breathing here. Feeling here, looking over left shoulder. Right? Let everything relax. Let everything go as you slowly come down towards the ground. First, start with your elbows. Then look over right shoulder and bring yourself forward and back. Again, still working that spine. Right? Still finding that vinyasa, that flow. Good, and when you're ready, all the way down to the ground, open up the arms. You can bring your forehead to the ground, working hips and heart, or if you want to bring it all the way up to the head, full twist as you look to the left side. Right, and even here on the ground, right, you're working it out. I always imagine myself as if I was in the sand, quicksand, right? Very scary concept, quicksand, right? Getting stuck in it, right? But that's the feeling of grounding, being absorbed, slow and steady. Right? There's no surprise. Maybe that's why it's so hard. And that's why it's so terrifying, like quicksand, because it is so inevitable and it is so slow. And that's the joy, intermittent throughout the postures, when we get to relax and just reflect. Very powerful. Let's take one more breath in. Exhale it out. Beautiful. Slowly coming up. Again, relax that hip, let it flow, let it go, roll it over, feel. Right, so much we can get out of this. So much tension in that hip, allowing it to release. Again, connection to the heart. All these amazing things that we can discover just simply from this posture here in deer. Good, changing sides. Moving over to the right side now. Left knee underneath the right sole of the foot. And then again, twist it out. So I'm going to turn and face you more this time around. Good, twisting it out. And as I'm twisting it out, right, remember, forward and back. Forward and back. Right, let it go, let it flow. Right, before we get all the way into it, right, remember, moving and grooving over that hip. Feeling the difference between left and right side. There's always a difference, very rarely that there ever isn't. And that's because we're not symmetrical, we're asymmetrical. We have different dominances and different primary and secondary movements, that we have preferences, we prefer, we have involuntary reactions. There's so much happening, an endless stream of curiosity. There's more matter than mystery. Beautiful. Let's explore within, experience the mystery that is ourselves. And again, still going forward and back. And as you go back, it's a backward bend. As you go forward, as you go backward, it's a forward fold. As you go forward, it's a backward bend. It's a reversal of the language. So as you go back, you're moving forward. As you're moving forward, you're moving back. And you're feeling it all the way through the spine. Move that energy. Tailbone, but not just through the tailbone, through the lower back, the upper, all the way up to that, and back down. Good, feel. And when you're ready, come down on your forearms. Again, look over towards the right side. And forward and back a few times, really stretch it out, hip to rib cage. Whenever you're ready, relaxing all the way down, forehead to your palms, or you can bring the left side to look to the right. Breathing all the way in and all the way out. Five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly coming up. Again, let's feel it. All the way left, all the way right. Right? Let it flow, let it go. Move it around. Feel. Nice and powerful through the hip. Strong push. Forward and back. All right, fantastic. From here, simple transition, okay? We're gonna move this way. So my left foot from deer pose, my back foot shoots back, right? And if you're on a mat, just realign yourself. I'll show you from the front, shoots back, right? There's our pigeon, right? So there we are, we're going a little bit deeper now. Shoot that leg back, right? And then start up top, arms straight. Arms straight, move around, look left, look right. Curl, work your way into king pigeon. So see my little foot movement on the left side with the purple light. Let's see it from this side. Good. Here, right? And then you can push your hip forward, right? So again, lots of challenges here. Regardless of what we're doing, we're just moving and grooving left and right. Remember, this is rise and reflect. We're learning. We're listening. Why? Because we're liberating. This is real yoga, right? The feeling of what is real is because we're disillusioning the illusion. We're becoming deluded with the delusion. Allow yourself to move left and right. And again, just continue to feel all the different sensations. Move your jaw around, right? Breathe deeply. And now let's go to the next level, right? Push back. So from the side, it looks like this. Push back a little bit more so that your knee can start to come off the ground, just like this. And then once you have that connection, come forward, press back. right? Press back so your knee can come off the ground and then back down, right? So you always have that freedom. I didn't know it existed at first when I first learned this posture. I used to get a lot of knee pain because my knee would get stuck on the ground. And even if I do to today, right, I would put a support underneath it, like a bolster, right, or a blanket. It's all good, it doesn't take away from it. But being able to lift the knee was a way to help relax that, right? To be able to let that knee go. It wasn't feeling comfortable. It was a way to lift it up and allow it to become comfortable, pressing on the tops of the foot, and then again, pushing back. And when I say pushing back, I mean literally, I'm trying to bring my hips to the floor, but I'm doing that by curling my spine, curling my back. It's all within. I'm feeling that beautiful cat-cow transition. As you lie here in pigeon, there's so much to explore. And now slowly walking out. That's why I chose this angle over top of the shin. Now we're in a forward position. Notice my back leg hasn't changed, right? So again, if there's any issues with the knee, you can lift up a couple times, relax. Or of course, like I was saying earlier, just place that underneath your blanket, pillow, doesn't matter. So now we're in front, right? Knee to heel, lie here, push back. Again, totally different sensation. Breathe all the way in, all the way out. Right, coming forward and then up. Move around a little bit before we say goodbye. And walk it back over to your original version of the pigeon. Let's do a couple pigeon push-ups. 10, 9, push all the way down, nose touches, push all the way up. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift up, holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. Relax it out, let it flow, let it go. We're going to move it over to the other side now. So again, soles of the feet in front. Windshield wiper the knees a couple times. Again, relax your body. You're creating that permanent lasting change like we do in yin. You're creating the stretch and strength. We do in yang, right? We're reflecting, that's the yin. We're rising, that's the yang. Getting a little bit of both. It's the perfect medicine. Good, so again, that bolster's behind me because I know I'm gonna wanna support my knee if needed. But at first, let's get in the posture. So we're gonna just shoot that back leg. That's all we do. So we're here in deer pose. We shoot the back leg, and as we shoot the back leg, we allow ourselves to get into a nice frame. Right, and as you get into this nice frame, hips are moving left and right, and you're playing around with it, feeling where its borders are, feeling where its limits are, feeling where its edges and corners are. Left and right. Again, nice and slow. Movement is medicine. ready, come down a little bit lower. To your forearms. Right, stretch back. And again, start to lift that knee. Lift that knee. Be able to stretch from there. Rest from there. Put more weight into the top of the foot. Forehead to the tops of the hands or to the floor. Just rest down, relax. Three. Two. And one. Beautiful. Slowly coming up. Allow yourself to change that position. Hands out in front. And again, start to move that hip. A little bit different now, right? Moving that hip. Your hands are out in front. One hand is in front of the foot, the other front is in front of the knee. Right? Walk it out. Slowly lower your elbows. And then eventually coming all the way down to the floor. Take your time. You can come forward, but you're rolling back. You know, imagine that your tailbone is rolling over your hips and down towards the floor. You feel like your hips are almost in the way of tilting your tailbone down. That's the feeling. So tailbone's not shooting up, shooting down. Don't know what I mean? Try shooting it up. Bring it back down. Will only help. 10, 9, breathing all the way in. Beautiful. Slowly coming up. Again, let's move it around. Good. Walk it over the knee. Great. Let's allow ourselves to relax. Bring the soles of the feet in front. Windshield wiper the knees side to side. Right, let it go. Let it go. And as you drop left, look right. As you drop right, look left. Feel, feel, feel. Awesome, fantastic. So now we're gonna do reverse table. So in reverse table, allow your hands to be on the ground, elbows slightly bent, walk those heels closer towards your hips. And then we're gonna start nice and slowly. So if this is hard on your wrists, it shouldn't be, right? We're just going nice and easy. So all I'm doing is building a frame. I find my way into it. I press into my feet. I lift my hips because I'm tilting them, right? Tailbone down. Curl tailbone, and then tailbone down, and curl your tailbone, and then you come down, relax. Windshield wiper your knees side to side. Again, this is all about quality, not quantity. And again, if there's any issue with your wrist, you can always just stop and widen it out, right? The wider it is, the easier it is, and then you just do little ones. But if you want, you can go all the way up to reverse table, full reverse, right? And then pulse, right? Tailbone down, tailbone up, tailbone down, tailbone up. Your heart stays up, right? You're just trying to feel that flow through the tailbone, through the hip. Feel that power. Lift it up, bring it back down. Right? And then once you do, right, heels to hip, curl, lift, curl, lift. We'll do that one in just a second altogether if you haven't already explored yet, but just keep playing with this reverse table idea. Hip to heels, lift up. Hip to heels, right? Move around, breathe, lift up. I know it's hard, but it's a nice warm up because we're gonna hold in just a second. Put the weight into either foot, really feel it grounding, and then lift up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Beautiful. When you're ready, coming down, relax your wrists by coming forward into Cobbler. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Give yourself a moment to stretch. Move it around, circles, big circles. Right. Move it all around, all that beautiful energy we just created. Go in either direction. Let it flow, let it go. Fantastic. Coming back into your reverse table, soles of the feet to the floor, lift your hips, right? And it doesn't matter where you enter from because you can always adjust. Find that position where the elbows, see how the elbows are coming up and down? Good, that's where you want to be. Drop down from here. Good, and once you're here, then you move toward your hips. Hands, hips, hands, hips, hands, last one, hips, good, hands, good. And from hands, extra challenge for some of you. If you want, you can straighten your legs and just do a couple of these and then move back to hips. Good, something to practice as you move forward. Fantastic, crawl on through. We're going in right away into our squat, really good for our joints, really good for preventing rheumatoid arthritis, right? By putting weight into the joints, we create healthy joints, right? Too much weight, and we break them, right? We call that load, right? Too much load or too much force, right? But with power, right, we can feel peace, and we can feel it piece by piece throughout our body, exploring each and every movement, each and every part. 360 degrees of stretching. Good, move it around, feel, feel, feel. Fantastic, and let's just come into a squat and relax. Heels to the floor, right? And if you can't get your heels to the floor, they're making their way toward the floor, right? Slowly, slowly. But if you're there, heels towards the floor, just bring your elbows out to the side, palms together, start to sit upright, and then down. And then again, start to come right upright in your seat. Lift up and down. Good, and last time, start to come upright, lift up, tuck your chin, and hold and bounce for 10. Bounce, 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 9. Lift up, tuck chin, 8. You got this. Let it go through you, 7. 6, good, start to move your arms around. Like you're drumming really fast. 5, 4, that's it, feel that energy. 3, we're going right into Shavasana. 2, shake it out. And 1, beautiful. What you do is lie back. And sigh it out. Right, what a beautiful morning. Beautiful feeling that's been captured breath by breath, this moment. As you breathe all the way in, again, heart expands, hips expand. Why? Because the head is on the consciousness of expansion. Every breath we've been taking throughout this practice has been expanding. It's been developing. It's been growing. Right? So as we lie here in Shavasana, we just get to be now. We just get to be and breathe. Every part of your body out to the ground. See if you can ground right to the earth. We're breathing through your body. Last deep breath in. Hold the breath, feel the breath for 10, 9, bring your arms up overhead, stretch long, 8, 7, 6, 5, break the soles of the feet, 4, 3, 2, bring your knees into your chest, and 1, exhale down to the floor. Fantastic. Rock your head side to side. And when you're ready, you can rock up. Or you can use helping hands. Whichever you prefer. And so let's just come into a comfortable seated position, nice and relaxed. Again, if the hips aren't as open, just heels underneath the knees. If the hips are more open, right, you can bring them towards your hips. Fantastic. From here, start to bring our hands together. Create some energy in our palms. Bring that energy down. Bring that energy back up overhead. Stretch, 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 feel. Stretch, 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 feel. Good. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and relax those palms open. Feel. If you feel something, fantastic. If you feel nothing, fantastic. What's important is that you're feeling. For the feeling of something could be nothing. The feeling of nothing could be everything. What's important is that you feel. Let's chant one mantra Om to slowly close the palms, close the practice. Deep breath in. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Peace, peace, peace. In your hearts, in your lives, in everything that you see, are, and be. The divine in me sees and shares the divine in you. In love, with love, through love. Thank you everyone for coming out today. Namaste. Yay, everyone.